let's get into it. This will be a reading that may resonate for you if you happen to have Pisces in your sun, moon, or rising dominant in your natal chart. If you happen to be cross-watching for a Piscean, you might find some information in this reading that might be for you. Take in what genuinely resonates, disregard the rest. Please avoid making any rash decisions based on a general reading. If you would like to book a personal based on your own personal energy, you can, of course, book a reading on my website, which happens to be angelicasanctionstarot.com. Take this as a trigger warning because we're always going to talk about delicate topics. Let's get into a Pisces nation. Let's see what's playing out for you over the next 7 days. There's some nosy people in your situation, Pisces. So use your intuition when it comes to people that maybe you decide to share your energy with and your personal information. Somebody's coming in being very, I guess, invasive, intrusive. Want to know what's going on with you. Pisces, it looks like somebody wants to know what your money is looking like these days. Looks like maybe you're not getting enough rest. You got a lot going on, a lot coming at you. You might have a lot of responsibilities. Seems like you might be very social in the media, on social media, possibly. Looks like somebody's possibly sending you a message. This message could possibly be about money. It could be about a job. You feel like somebody's following you. We'll look at that a little bit more. Of course, the star's going to come up. Pisces, you're on the cusp, possibly. So you could be dealing with, you're on the Pisces Aquarius cusp, or maybe you're Pisces and Aquarius in your chart. Or you could be dealing with an Aqua. Cancer comes into your reading. Zodiac sign of Cancer. Yeah. That's who's dominating your reading, Queen of Cups. If you're planning to go someplace, something might have you late. Maybe you're needing to be punctual. You're needing to be on time. Something might have you a little bit behind schedule this week. Pisces. There's an earth sign that's in your energy. Maybe somebody's name is Dora. Or maybe you're watching some things with your toddler. Maybe you have a little kid. Looks like you're going to be receiving a lot of chain emails. Emails in particular. It seems like maybe you're checking your inbox. We're going to see what's going on. It's time to set up a savings account, Pisces. It just looks like for some reason you might want to get a hold of your budget this week. It's interesting. Mother's Day is coming up this month. Your mom could be someone who's very important to you. Your mom might be someone who's reaching out to you. Pisces. Somebody's holding a grudge. Or someone's under the impression that somebody might be. It's an air sign. It's an air sign that might feel that you're holding a grudge. Or it could be the other way around. Somebody wants to talk, Pisces. So, it's interesting. He says middle name is Dorian. Oh, I was saying Dora. Okay, since we were saying Dorian and I'm saying Dora, I'm going to say Diora is also possibly Dior. Okay. There's obviously, I want to say some of you might be going through a breakup. I think there's obviously a relationship, a really strong bond that you had with someone, whether it's romantic or obviously platonic, but especially a romantic relationship. Seems like there's somebody that would like to mend something with you, but somebody doesn't feel like a connection can be mended. They don't feel like this is possible or realistic at this time. And it might be because you don't speak anymore. So you're not talking to someone. It looks like somebody wants to talk to you. Back to this whole thing, okay? Because the reading is taking me back to what I originally said, and I don't want to forget about this. I was telling you that you are somebody that's nosy in your energy. Somebody that just wants to know your information so they can blab it around. Because spirit guides are saying somebody has a big mouth. And so that could be somebody blabbing your information on the internet. Because it looks like word of mouth is getting around, and whatever this is that's being said, Pisces, it seems like it's a betrayal to you. So since we're talking about romantic relationships and such, let's start there. It's gonna be somebody spreading rumors about you. Words get back to you. That's exactly what this is. Drama. It's interesting that Cancer comes up because in the all signs, go ahead and check that out. It's on my channel. It's posted. In the Cancer reading, I vividly remember that, and that was in Virgo too, that there was drama that was being stirred up. That's what this is. So you might be the topic of this drama because this looks like you're looking at the drama, like you see what's going on. It's interesting. It says web. So this could be going on the World Wide Web, as I mentioned to you, online. For some of you, it just seems like I don't think that this really holds holds a lot of relevance. It's coming up in the reading. So I feel like this is background information. It seems like spirit guides want you to see what's going on. Or they want you to see who's involved in something. But I was saying it feels like maybe somebody is watching you. And somebody is. It looks like somebody has their eye on you. It could possibly be a Libra. But whatever this is that's going on, okay, because it definitely feels like there's some sort of mischief, drama, issue that somebody is trying to cause. And it seems like it's not right. It doesn't seem like this, whatever is going on is either truthful or it seems like it's an unjust situation. Especially if this is someone trying to like ruin your reputation. It seems like something could potentially become an obstacle. That seems like this is what somebody is trying to do. Or period. This is what has already happened. The spirit guides are saying you are your words. So again, it feels like words are important. Especially if this is some sort of drama that you had with someone already. And this might be why somebody wants to apologize and mend the situation with you. Because maybe you got into it with someone in the past. And this is what has created an obstacle. But I will also let you know that there is a second storyline. There's also someone trying to create obstacles for you. Now, the obstacle in the relationship could definitely be with your child's father, your child's other parent. And sometimes it's not your child's other parent. Some of you don't obviously have kids, but this might be a deadbeat partner. And this might be why you're having friction and drama. It seems like if this is a relationship, this is people on the outside of your relationship that have a lot to say. There's a lot of jibber jabber, a lot of yip yap about what people think they know about you and about your relationship. But this especially would be the case if you're posting something online. Okay, because this looks like people are here for it. They're definitely tuning in. Pisces, they want to know. Like, what in the world is going on with Pisces? They want to know the tea. They want to know the drama. For some of you, I mentioned to you, social media is relevant. Some of you, perhaps you are a social media influencer. You're a content creator. And this is why people are tuning in to watch what you're doing. Like I said, especially if you like post something online about your relationship, people are nosy. They're like, I want to know the tea. So-and-so is not together. So-and-so is having problems. I want to know. It's that type of thing. So there's a lot of gossip. So I was talking to you at the top of the reading saying, you feel like you're being watched? Because it looks like you're looking over your shoulder. Yeah, you are. But this would especially be the case online. And whomever this is that's watching you, obviously they don't have the best of intentions. Let's go ahead and make that clear. That's for some of you. I don't even think that that's for a majority of you. I think that's for somebody. That's someone's confirmation. Let's dig in. It looks like some of you, maybe you want your kids to apply themselves more at school, study more, this sort of thing. Maybe you might have a child that's going to summer school. Or maybe you might feel that they need additional tutoring. Let's see. What's going on for the Pisces Nation for the next 7 days? Okay, well, let's next come out. May have something to do with a Gemini. But you see how this says the lovers? I think this is somebody that you're dealing with in a love relationship. This is why the Seven of Swords comes out. I feel that there's somebody that you obviously don't trust, Pisces. You're not returning someone's calls. Either this is the case, you're not returning someone's calls, and maybe you don't even like their friends. You're not returning their calls, or they feel like that if they did reach out to you, that you wouldn't reply. They feel like your interest is no longer, this King of Swords feels like your interest is no longer here with what the two of you used to have. It's a Capricorn that shows up heavily to your reading. So this might possibly cause a delay. This might be keeping someone from contacting you. It looks like they want to. But since this card says you are your words, maybe the two of you had some specific words in the past. Obviously, they mustn't have been pleasant. Spirit guide, show me this situation about you are your words. What is this about? You're watched by a group of individuals. That's what spirit guides are saying. Seems like you could be doing some traveling. Spirit guides say, yeah, you are your words due to conflict. We're talking about drama, obstacles, and such. Maybe somebody's putting you down, Pisces. I wanted to say Libra so badly. Yeah, of course. I mentioned you if you're on social media, the trolls. They're amongst the watchers. The trolls, like I said, people are here for it. They want to know the tea. You got some people trolling you. So not everyone that's watching you, obviously, is on your side. You got something going on with your landlord. What is this, Pisces? We're going to see what that's about. Okay, so somebody's watching you. Yes. For some of you, again, let's go back to this love relationship thing. Some of you are in the thick of this situation right now. This seems like what somebody is watching. The person who's watching would be your partner. The person that you're in a relationship, they do not trust whatever you're doing. They feel like you're up to something. Their intuition is telling them that you're up to something. Maybe this is somebody sneaking off in the middle of the night. Somebody knows. And somebody might see something. They might come across something on social media that proves what their suspicions have been telling them about. It seems like there are other people involved, okay? So this might be somebody that has their own entourage, you know what I mean? Like their own yes men, their own yes women in the background. So there are people that are condoning or helping them do the things that they're doing behind your back, Pisces. Okay, so this is what this feels like. Somebody feels the need. Okay, so somebody's been running from this for a minute. avoiding this conversation, avoiding this apology. Because this looks like this has been a very complicated situation all around. And so I think that's what brings in this communication. So whoever you were separated from, because they have a lustful spirit, and they, it seems like they were sleeping around with a lot of different people. For some of you, that's the case. This is the person that's getting in contact with you. I don't think that this person knows what to expect. And for you, I think that you feel like the situation is pretty predictable. You might feel like this is a bit too risky to maybe hear this person out or bring them back in the way that things used to be, because you already know that this person does not want a commitment. Pisces, I think somebody loves you. As weird as that might sound, but I think that they don't want a commitment. And I think that over time, this is something that you've come to see about the situation. I mentioned to you, somebody's coming to talk, or they're deciding whether or not that they should come to talk. Somebody, this is a family member. As I mentioned to you, this is a platonic situation. Some of you are separated, divided from family members. It could even be a friend that you dropped. People are noticing the difference in you, Pisces. People are feeling like maybe you're not really wanting to socialize right now. Maybe you're just kind of all peopled out. You're like, I just need some time to myself. Maybe you're a bit of an introvert lately. And this could be because of the fact that you feel hurt and you feel ghosted by somebody, or somebody's feeling this way about you. In the background of your situation as well, Pisces, I wanted to call you Libra all of a sudden, but Aries shows up to your reading. You could possibly have a legal situation that's pending. Maybe you're waiting for a decision to be made. You're waiting to hear a final word from the court, because it looks like something is wrapping up. Somebody smoke weed? Looks like that to me. Okay. When it comes to court, you're Virgo. Pisces, you might be talking to your lawyer. Seems like you could be having a conversation with your lawyer. Maybe you and your legal team might need to get on the same page about things. Maybe there's some sort of a briefing or a meeting that you might have. Be careful about, okay, so some of you are being watched. And if we're talking about a court situation, seems like somebody wants to lock somebody up or put somebody in a bind, and it could possibly be this King of Swords. Somebody's trying to catch somebody. It could be in a lie. Trust, if somebody is lying in court, the truth is going to be seen. But it seems like something gets settled in court. So if this is you, especially if we're talking about a financial matter, and I was talking to you earlier about something having to do with like your landlord. So if some of you are going to court due to something that's going on with your living situation, maybe it's not a bad idea to talk to a creditor or follow up with someone about a balance that is owed. You could possibly be compromising on something, and something could possibly be settled. And this could help you be able to move on, because it looks like you have a lot of anxiety about something, especially about a financial situation that's going on right now. That might be something, Pisces, that you feel a bit frustrated by. So it looks like you're scared. Unless you just have anxiety. Maybe that's possible. Virgo shows up. I mentioned to you that before. And then Sag comes right behind it. So some of you could be dealing with a Virgo or a Sagittarius. They could be relevant to your situation. Yeah. Some of you, I think that you do have good news coming in. You have good news coming in with regard to a court situation, or like I said, something is settled. Something is now null and void. Okay, so if there was maybe a balance that you owed or something such as this, it just seems like maybe you might need to speak to somebody, follow up with someone about a financial situation, because this is also where it feels that you might have faced an obstacle, or someone around you could possibly be facing an obstacle. You might want to put some money into your car too, Pisces. Isn't it like maybe somebody can't seem to afford the payments on a car? Or the maintenance on a car? Because this looks like spirit guides are telling you that a car might be giving you some signs that it needs some help. That it might be struggling. It might need some sort of, I don't know, maintenance. I'm gonna just put it that way. And so maybe this might be you getting in touch with a mechanic, taking your car to the mechanic, getting it looked at. It looks like something might be going on under the hood. You said it's 11 o'clock, 11:11 where you are? It's 9:11 over here. That's interesting. 9:11. We did say Virgo. Something going on with your stomach? Pisces, you having a stomach ache? Somebody around you might feel a little bit under the weather. Like somebody might have a cold or a cough. What are you worried about? What has you this worried? Okay. I see a few possibilities about what might have you worried. I was talking to you about you might feel that somebody is being very watchful of you. And yes, it's true. Some of you, it's you're being, maybe you're not I guess you could be a Pisces, and there could be a Pisces that could be watching you. But some of you, is the Pisces that is the culprit in this situation. There's a Leo that shows up. Who is this that's watching? Somebody is just focused on you, causing drama, causing problems. Who is this? The Empress. Okay. Tell me more about who is watching Pisces. Somebody could possibly be in the military. Could be a veteran. Maybe some of you are in the military. Is that what's going on? I guess that's possible. You could be in the military. There's just, okay, this is like a loaded question. I'm asking, what is going on? I'm asking, is somebody watching Pisces? Spirit guides say yes. Somebody is watching Pisces. Are you worried that somebody is? Yes, they're telling me you are worried that somebody is watching you. We've already established that for some of you. I was telling you this is a group of individuals that is watching you. It's not just one person. It's several people. And I'm like, is this really happening? Spirit guys say yes. Yes, this is happening. Is that what I'm asking? I keep asking circular questions. They've already established. They're saying yes. Some of you are worried about that. You are worried that you're being watched by a set of individuals, because you're being watched by the High Priestess, and you're being watched by the Queen of Swords. And let's see, like, why are these individuals watching you? Why is this reading turning weird? Okay. Why? Why are they watching you? For what reason? Oh, we've already established that as well. Drama. To problem starters. These are people that are in your way, or that would love the opportunity to be in your way, or put their foot on your neck in some way. But I'm like, why are you worried? Strange people exist all over the world, especially in the world of social media. So I'm like, why would you be worried about these people? The cauldron. You're dealing with a Cancer. Okay, so you already know somebody's doing work on you. That's why these people are watching. But this week, it seems like you're repairing the damage because it's obvious that that's what someone's trying to do. Is to create damage in your situation. For some of you, this is somebody that's trying to maybe get in the middle of your relationship to cause damage. Okay, because there's definitely somebody doing divination on you. Could be tarot, it could be whatever. But yeah, you got Page of Swords right beneath that. So this definitely feels like you're being watched. There's no doubt about it. But by the looks of it, you know it. So you might be watched by someone that you are aware of. Like you know this person. This is an acquaintance. You would know it because somebody, like I mentioned to you before, they have a big mouth. They run it. It may not have been obvious to you before, Pisces, about who this is or who these individuals are, but your spirit guides are saying that they're going to make you aware of whatever this is over the next 7 days. And this is you repairing the damage that maybe someone is trying to cause. Because it looks like somebody is trying to stir something up for you. That's the devil. For some of you, this could have something to do with Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. For some of you, this is extended family that's doing this. For others of you, this is who's being affected. Your family members. Seems like you're under a lot of pressure at work. Seems like you're being watched at work, possibly by a supervisor. Some of you are being watched by your landlord or some people that you live around. Spirit guys, what's going on with Pisces at work? It seems like you're going to school. You're thinking about going to school. Maybe you're thinking about continuing your education. Thinking about getting some debt paid off. It could possibly be your student loans that maybe you're concerned about. Who is definitely watching you? Okay, because we talked about online. So maybe you have a side hustle. Maybe this is you picking up something, a side hustle. Maybe there's something that you really want to do. Okay, or this is you're picking this up in order to repair some sort of financial damage that has been caused, because it feels that something may have come in recently. Pisces or crosswatch or something hit your pockets pretty hard. And maybe it's nothing that big. Maybe it's just something that's normal. It's your bills. Yeah. Well, where are we right now? We're on the 6th. So maybe you had a mortgage payment, since we're talking about your landlord and such. You had to pay your rent or whatever. And now it seems like you might feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck. So this week, it seems like you're really, maybe, like I said, you're very fixated on things. I mentioned to you, you're worried on repairing some sort of financial damage. So maybe you might find yourself diving into something that maybe you really want to do to kind of recover your financial situation. Because like I said, it feels like you hit a wall financially. And I think by the looks of things that you have something good coming in, especially if we're talking about income and money and this sort of thing, or finding a resolution to a financial situation. It seems like there may have been a delay, or these are people that are coming in to try to cause delays for you. You got some good news coming in. Well, this could be in the form of a job offer. This could be a loan. Somebody could possibly be loaning you money. It could be through the bank. It could be a person the spirit puts into your life to help you, give you some sort of help exactly when you need it to get something paid and to take some of the pressure off of you. Maybe this is you maybe moving somebody in. Maybe you're getting roommates. That's what this feels like to me. So, yeah, I think that might be going on. I think you're finding a solution to some sort of financial situation. But when it comes to relationships, romantic ones, it seems like things might be a little bit complicated. Why do you have oppression not once but twice? So I mentioned to you before, somebody is trying to keep you down, keep you small, minimize some sort of work that you're doing. This could be somebody planting negative seeds in your ear about something. This just seems like somebody does not want you to advance. They don't want you to surpass them. It's like you're working out, Pisces, like you're in the gym. Maybe you have a weight loss goal. Maybe you're just really into your workout routine, and maybe you're on a health kick, because this looks like you're really focused on the way that you look, the way that you present yourself. Maybe you could be doing some meal prep. Maybe you're photographing some food that you're making. Of course, in the background, you got jealous individuals. You're having not once but twice. Drama. Ish starters. They exist in the background, but like I said, they're not really important in your reading. This is something that's going on, but I think it is bothering you because obviously you're stressed out about it. I think that you are trying to build a following. And with the fact that you're trying to do that, you got wannabes, you got people that are coming in to try to bite off of what it is that you do. People that want to sound exactly like you, replicate whatever you're doing. But it seems like this is being done for the wrong purposes, for the wrong, like for greed purposes. It's like somebody is stealing from you, but they also want to keep you small. So maybe this might be where you feel like there's an injustice in your life. The devil here that comes up for a second time. The high priestess comes up again for the second time. Okay. But so does Archangel Michael. But so do you. You come up in your reading too, Pisces. It's like you're giving this a lot of attention. Maybe feeding it a lot of your attention. Unless this is you just feeling very upset about somebody's passing. This is Taurus season. Maybe somebody passed that was a Taurus. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Somebody might have passed. Okay. Oh, as soon as I pick up the deck again, Nine of Swords. Okay. So we talked about that. We're now talking about a decision that you're making in your life because it seems like there's a fork in the road. Some of you, the fork in the road is about your work, whether or not this is something that you're going to continue doing. Maybe you feel like this is the end of the road for you. I'm not sure, Pisces. The key is within your grasp as soon as I pick up the deck. Something is doable. Maybe there's a key that you lost. You could possibly be recovering these keys. I mentioned to you something about your landlord. You could possibly be getting the keys to a new place, keys to a car. There's something that you're trying to do. This seems like this is something that you feel is just daunting. It's huge. Like you're like, I don't know how I'm going to accomplish this. This week, I feel like you're gathering together the courage that you need to make something happen. You guys are saying something really is doable. You might feel that it is not, especially, let's talk about it, a financial situation. I do feel that you're going to be gathering together the funds that you need to take care of something. It seems like something is timely. It feels like you might be late paying something. Pisces. And I think something comes through. You have some sort of a breakthrough. I mentioned to you there's a loan that could be coming to you. Somebody could be loaning you this money. That definitely feels like there's some money that's being dispersed into your account. This might be money that you did expect. Maybe this is money you were waiting for. Maybe you weren't. This might be some money that you sorely needed. And it definitely feels that it comes through around this period of time. Now, I will tell you this. Somebody that ghosted you is coming back. I will tell you that somebody is taking something from you because there's definitely some sort of injustice here. This seems like somebody gets caught. Someone has to do some sort of consequence for something here. Especially if this is the reason that someone is in court. Someone could possibly be on parole, probation. This seems like it's for stealing, shoplifting, or whatever. I don't know if somebody's name is Kiki. There's a lot of information here about keys. That maybe you lost the key, as I mentioned to you. Somebody could possibly be getting out of jail, released from jail. Be still and listen to the spirits. Excuse me. Spirit wants you to be still and listen. Pisces, your spirit guides say yes. You're looking for the solution to something, okay? You're like trying to figure something out in your life. You're like, what direction should I go with this? How am I going to handle this situation, right? Your guides are saying, be still. Your spirit guides have something that they want to tell you. But it seems like you might be just so fixated on negativity or the negative voices in your mind. And no, I'm not saying that somebody has mental illness. But I am telling you that it's possible. But I am telling you that this is negative self-talk is what I'm trying to say. Because you got all these cards here. 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords. You know what I mean? It seems like these are things that you're thinking about. Especially if maybe you've applied for a loan before and you were denied. This might have you feeling, or you've applied for something, a job. Okay, because like I mentioned to you, in some area of your life, you're feeling discouraged about something. You're not sure what to do or what your next steps ought to be. You guys say, get out of your head. Listen to what your spirits have to say, because it definitely feels like they have a very important message for you. Because you're looking at something as though it's not something that is accomplishable, but it is. Whatever this happens to be. But this would definitely be the case if it's a financial need, especially with that. Okay? Because it looks like spirit guides want you to move on. Yep. Spirit guides say, yep, there are some obstacles and some challenges, but this is the week that I feel that you come up with a solution in order to move on from these things. Some of you are obviously moving on from a job, and that's something that you're making a decision about. Obviously, some of you are moving on from a relationship. Especially if you find yourself just really living in the past and feeling very heartbroken over things that have happened to you in past relationships. You're finding a way to come to terms with things, accept things, and move on. Seems like your creativity is going to be on fire this week. You might be coming up with a lot of different ideas that maybe you're implementing or possibly putting into a business or putting into a decision making. a decision-making situation, okay? Because it seems like that's the thing. You're not a fixed sign Pisces, but it seems like you might have some sort of way of doing things, or a set of solutions, or a go-to solution to something. And spirit guides are saying maybe it's time to think out of the box and find a new way of doing things, a creative way of doing things, in order to see what the solution is. Because it seems like you're going through some sort of trial and tribulation in your life. And rather than it just being that, and solely just being like a difficult lesson, this seems like this something valuable can come out of this. Something that this situation is able to teach you. I mentioned to you, you got a lot going on with new opportunities coming through. You might be spending a lot more time in meditation. Could definitely be getting some sort of protective amulet around you, because I definitely noticed, obviously we talked about it, you've got some negative energy that's being that's being cast around you. And like I said, if you were not aware of who is in your energy or what certain people's intentions are this week, listen to your spirits. If you need spirit to reveal someone to you and their intentions, it seems like your spirit guides are saying all you got to do is listen. They've got a message for you. Whatever you need to see or become aware of, it comes through. Especially if this is how to resolve a problem. Seems like you're calling on your ancestors. Maybe this is why I see someone in your reading that has passed on. They passed on and they're in the afterlife. This could possibly be someone that you're calling on to help you. Because even though somebody has passed, maybe this is how they're showing up in your life as a spirit, obviously, if they passed away. And they could definitely be telling you, look, I'm aware of what you're going through. Just know we've got your back, is what your spirit team is trying to tell you. Because it seems like you're fixated on what's going on, right? The obstacle that's going on in your life right now. And you're feeling like, okay, there is no possible way I can recover. There's no possible way I can get out of this. Your guys are saying they got you. It's doable. And it might be easier than you think, Pisces. You might be making something bigger in your head than it really is. A problem. You guys are saying we got it. But maybe you've been in survival mode for the longest. And so right now, spirit guides are saying maybe something is, maybe they want you to be still for a minute. Or perhaps this is what this oppression is about. Maybe some people want to keep you still. Like I said, somebody does not want to see you elevate. But you've been holding it together, no matter what. Pisces, yep, conflict comes up for the second time. It exists in the background. Like I told you, it's relevant, but at the same time, don't feed it too much of your energy. It seems like you got way too much. This getting ready to happen. Such as an increase. Like I said, it seems like Spirit is trying to take you to the next level. If you get too wrapped up in the drama and the things that people are doing and saying, you might miss the point. And if you didn't know what your purpose is, because it seems like something is taking you to your purpose, you're a healer. This is why you were sent here. Whether or not this is you being a healer in a spiritual sense, maybe you work in healthcare, you could definitely be a counselor, you could be an advocate for people, maybe for children. It just seems like you were definitely here to fulfill a purpose. And obviously this is why this might be part of the reason why you got people in the background that are trying to create problems for you. Unnecessary stuff, right? For the sake of their own amusement, even. It's to kind of throw you off. and to kind of keep you from what your purpose really is. This is why your angels show up so heavily, to see you through something. Some of you, this is you like trying to figure out, should I continue on this road? Is this really my purpose? Is this something that because you got all these obstacles in the way, your guys are saying, yes, you can do this. You've been equipped to do this. Even if this means your past, like, because it seems like you have a hard time letting go of the past, Pisces. And this is what's keeping you small in some sort of way. You guys are saying make peace with your past. Tear down the walls around your heart. Give and receive security and warmth. Yeah, some people have hurt you. You've been betrayed, Pisces or cross watcher. It's caused you to put up a huge wall. And your guides are saying, let your walls down, Pisces. People need to know that there's still good people in this world. And you're one of them, because it seems like you're very caring and compassionate when it comes to people. Spirit doesn't want you to lose that. Yep. Look at this wall. You built a fortress around yourself, Pisces. Like I said, it has a lot to do with your past. Your guides are calling you out of that. This is where they're calling you to move on. And in moving on, it seems like you find the right direction that you're meant to go in. These earthly issues, such as money and bills and such, you guys have a way of figuring that out and showing you the way out of a situation that obviously has you feeling worried and stuck. You got like a dark cloud around your head. It's like you're going through a depression almost, Pisces. But like I said, it seems like there is a way out. Spirit guys, is there anything else that needs to be said for the zodiac sign of Pisces? You already know. Spirit is definitely calling you. You have a calling on your life, Pisces. It's something that your spirit guides want you to see. Oh, did you apply for something? I did mention that you applied for an apartment, a house, a loan, or whatever. You were denied. It seems like I said, that's the good news. But they're definitely telling me that there's some truth about a particular situation that you do not see yet. Spirit guides, what is this? Is there anything else that needs to be known for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Hey, Celine, for this week. Yeah, definitely. It feels like somebody's coming in to mend a relationship. This could be with a sibling even, Pisces. Holy Spirit, what is the advice for the Pisces nation? An almost forgotten wish will now come true. The tree of wishes is calling your name. Random. Somebody could be a namesake. Like somebody passed, they could be named after someone that passed away. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. I think it has something to do with the moon. Somebody could possibly be coming home. Somebody could possibly be moving out. There's something that you're wishing for, and spirit guides are saying now it comes true. Surrender to your intuition. So I was telling you there's certain things that you don't see, but your third eye sees it. You guys are saying definitely this is the week to rely on your intuition, especially when it comes to decision making. Because it seems like Pisces, you already know what direction to go in. You already heard what your guides are saying. They said, yes, this is the right direction to go in, but you're questioning it when you already know, because your intuition has already given you the confirmation that you need to move forward. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Yes, your spirit guides come in via your intuition to give you the answers. This is with anything. This is, like I said, if you're asking spirit to reveal certain people's intentions to you, to figure out if you're going in the right direction, or if you're trying to figure out who this is in the background that's trying to cause all these issues for you. Your spirit guides are saying, trust what your intuition has already revealed to you. You guys say, stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. We see this card that says easy progress that came out earlier. I tell you, you don't have to push. Spirit has already heard you, and they've already said yes. And they're saying what's left to do is to make a decision and to move forward in the trust. Like I said, the cards are telling you something that you want is coming true. Like it's playing out for you. You're getting some sort of a breakthrough. Like I said, they've already heard you. Trust yourself to make the right choices. And sometimes when we've asked for our circumstances to be worked out, we're kind of just so fixated on what things look like at the moment that we don't realize that our spirit guides have already come through. Because it seems like maybe in the 3D things are a bit delayed, but in the 5D, they've already heard you. With that, Pisces Nation, let's conclude your 7-day forecast with angelic ascensions. If you'd like to book a personal, you can do so by going to my website, which happens to be angelicascensionstarot.com. Thank you, Pisces Nation and Cross Watchers, for tuning in. Have a beautiful, blessed, and productive week. I'll see y'all in the next one.